Oh no, that's so hot. I actually really like the heat, and so the guys were like, careful, it sucks outside. And I'm like, how bad could it be? But it's pretty bad out here. Hi guys, and welcome to my noisy house. I am outside today because I am attempting to do a gratitude journal. So I've been trying to muster up the energy and the, I guess, bravery to do this for a while. It was recommended by my therapist quite some time ago, and I just, I keep starting and then I get nervous or it feels weird and uncomfortable, so I don't keep going. But it was recommended last week that I try vlogging my journal instead because I have a vlog that I love to do. Maybe if I combine something that I love to do with something that I dread, I will actually do it. So this is an attempt at journaling. You guys know that I am trying to slowly get my life together. Oh, it's so bright. I hope that this is good because I'm not going to record it. Or I'm not going to re-record it. That's the whole point. Anyway, you guys know that I've been attempting to get my life together. Oh, you see my messy backyard. It's not that messy. We've had a couple of parties this weekend, so this is just all what's left over after. But what was I saying? Oh, so you guys know that I've been trying to get my life together and actually be a functioning adult. Well, part of that is starting a morning routine that actually benefits me. I've watched a lot of YouTubers who have done like morning routine challenges, and I've read a lot of this successful person and what they do every day to be successful type articles and books, and I was really excited to kind of incorporate those into my own day. However, it's very hard to actually put down a schedule for my day between the babies, between seizures, migraines, deadlines, things I want to do and things that I have to do. I don't really have a lot of structure in my day, so that's something that I'm trying to build up. That's something that I'm trying to find in my day. So this is part of it. This is part of my new morning routine. I love stationery and I love pens and such, so you would think that journaling would be natural for me, but every time I sit down to try to start one, I get completely distracted. So I've decided to start carving out. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that dog barking. My neighbor is out probably wondering what I'm doing, like a crazy person with a selfie stick in my backyard. It's fine. So I've decided to try to carve out a couple of minutes every day to do a gratitude journal entry. It's not just gratitude. We don't know. Maybe it'll be kind of random. But the idea is that I take this time, I get some sun, or in this case, some shade, because it is already 88 degrees and I'm gonna burn. And I kind of document where I'm at as a person. I'm going to attempt to do this consecutively for 30 days. So this is day 1 of 30, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I feel at the end of the challenge, I guess it is. What do I say? This is what I was talking about, where it felt like really unnatural when I was uncomfortable with it. So I usually just quit, but no, it's fine. Last night was really rough. Amara didn't sleep very soundly, and I think her and her sister are kind of eclipsing each other on the crappy sleep odometer. That's a thing. Amara still sleeps in the bedroom with me, and Chazzy has her own room, but it's like they have a sixth sense for when the other is awake. So when Amara wakes up, Chazzy wakes up, and even if Amara's not crying, Chazzy will start crying out. She'll be like, Mama, Amara's just awake, or Mama, I need water, or Mama, come tuck me in. And so I'll get up to handle Chazzy, and Amara will hear me get up to leave the room, and then she'll be awake. So I'm ping-ponging. By the time I'm done with the other one, the first one will be up. So I have been told frequently that I can always wake up one of the guys to help me when that happens, or at any point really. However, if I do that, then instead of having one cranky, didn't get enough sleep parent, then we have two cranky. There's like a really tiny bird chasing a really big bird over there. You get it, tiny bird. Here. I tried to show you guys, but they flew off because they're birds. So instead of having one cranky parent, they end up with two cranky parents, and that just doesn't help anybody. So I always try to handle it on my own, and it never really works out for me. The last week has been really draining. We also had Amara's birthday party, her first birthday party. We've had another cookout. This weekend we have to have yet another cookout, though I don't know if we're gonna do it because it is so hot. But we have family driving down from Massachusetts, so it feels like we've been pretty non-stop for a little bit, and I'm feeling very run down. We're also having some growing pains within the unit still. You would think that after 6-7 years of being together, we would all be very comfortable and know where we fit into our family dynamic, but that is not true. I feel like all relationships require a certain amount of growth. I mean, if you're growing as a person, then it makes sense that your relationships have to grow. So we are, I don't want to say struggling with that, but it is kind of adding to the struggle. So that being said, there are a couple of stipulations that I want to follow while I do this series of videos. First off, I want to have recorded the video at least halfway outside. I am not getting enough sun on a day-to-day basis. I wonder if I'm deficient in vitamin D. And besides, studies say that being outside can improve mood, can improve concentration, all those kinds of things. So I can spend a couple of minutes outside and, soak up all of this heat. So 2, I want to keep them relatively short. I don't want this to be something that I stress over or something that takes up a lot of my day so that it becomes a chore. I want it to be something that's easy breezy. I come out, I gab for a little bit, I tell you guys how I'm feeling, and then I move along. 3. This is part of my attempt to do a morning routine, so it needs to be done before noon. I feel like noon is far enough that it's a reasonable goal that won't stress me out. I need to have it at least recorded before noon. I don't remember what number I'm on. I think 4, maybe 5. Ma'am, I don't remember. But this needs to be edited minimally. I don't want it to be highly produced. I want it to be very natural, and I want it to just be whatever was in my heart at the time. Hi guys, this is Editing Nina. I just want to add really quick that I have already failed this stipulation. This video did in fact become something that stressed me out. It is almost 9 o'clock. I am still at my desk editing it, so I'm gonna have to do better with that in the future. I'm actually thinking about doing them as lives. I've never done a live, so I don't know how well that'll go, but it's an option. Alright, just wanted to add that little nugget. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Which will probably be the hardest part for me because I like to present a very, tailored image. I feel like I'm a mess a lot of the times and I want you guys to see me put together, but today I didn't feel like putting on makeup. I got up very late. It is actually almost noon right now, and I just didn't have that kind of thing usually would be something like a barrier for me to actually get this done. So I would say, oh, you aren't done up, you aren't prepared, so you can't do the video, or you shouldn't do the video because nobody's gonna want to watch it. But I have to remember that that's not necessarily what these things are for, and do it to it, because as long as I sit down and tell myself that I can't do it, I won't do it. So there we go. I had another rule that I wanted to make sure I did, but I don't remember. That little bird's back. I'm so proud of you, little bird. I wish I knew more about birds. I think that the big one is like a hawk. Like, I'm so proud of that little bird. It chased that hawk all the way down the street. It's not even over here anymore. That's right, get away from its nest. That's right, that's me. I'm that little bird, chasing away my anxiety. We can do it, guys. We're gonna do it together. All right, I lost count of what I was doing, so I'm just gonna wrap this up and hope that I said everything that needed to be said. Let me know in the comments if this is something that actually appeals to you. I don't know if this kind of thing is even a thing, but it's my blog. I'm gonna use it how I need to, and hopefully it will help me with my mindfulness, be a form of self-care, and it's nice to track the things that I'm grateful for. I don't even think I said anything that I was grateful for in this video. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for the ability to create something like this and use it to better myself, better myself, and hopefully empower somebody else. So I'm gonna get out of the sun. I'm not gonna obsess over how crooked my ears are. Look, guys, look. My glasses aren't crooked, my ears are crooked. It's fine. And I will see you guys later. Bye!